On the evening of the 9th of August, an amateur astronomer set out with a simple intention. Using basic equipment and an iPhone pressed to the eyepiece of his telescope, he hoped to capture the beauty of the full moon. His goal was modest: to film the right-hand portion of the lunar surface, particularly the striking craters that pockmark the moon's face. Yet, what began as a routine observation would soon transform into something far more extraordinary, a sighting that has since sparked widespread debate and speculation. As the man steadied his phone, he admitted that the slight shakiness in the video came from holding the device in his hand rather than mounting it. Nevertheless, the footage was clear enough to reveal the details of the moon's surface. Then, within a span of just 6 seconds, a mysterious object appeared in the frame. Shaped unmistakably like a massive donut, the disc-shaped form drifted upward across the right-hand side of the moon. The appearance of the object was startling in its clarity. Against the textured, cratered face of the moon, the smooth outline of the donut-like form was sharply defined. Unlike the uneven lunar terrain, the object's edges appeared deliberate and symmetrical, almost mechanical in their precision. It was as if the moon itself provided the perfect backdrop to highlight the anomaly, giving the object a presence that was difficult to dismiss as a mere trick of light or lens. One of the most compelling details of the account is what happened immediately after the filming. The man explained that as soon as he noticed the object on the screen, he pulled his eyes away from the eyepiece and looked up at the night sky. He expected to see something, perhaps a balloon, drone, or aircraft, but the sky offered nothing. The moon hung brilliantly overhead, but the object that had moved across his camera's view was nowhere to be seen. This observation has led many to conclude that the object was not near the ground at all. Instead, it appeared closer to the moon itself, far beyond the reach of common aerial craft. The 6-second appearance has sparked intense discussions online, especially regarding the speed and scale of the object. When viewed in the context of the moon, the donut seemed massive, its movement deliberate as it drifted upward along the lunar surface. However, estimating its true speed and distance remains nearly impossible without precise data. If it were close to Earth, it would have been visible to the naked eye after leaving the telescope's frame. The fact that it vanished from view when the man looked up suggests a far greater distance, reinforcing the impression that it was near the moon rather than within Earth's atmosphere. The sighting is particularly fascinating because of its simplicity. The man was not using advanced observatory equipment or complicated scientific instruments. He was simply filming the moon through his telescope with an iPhone. This gives the footage an authenticity that resonates with many who have seen it. It was not the product of elaborate planning, but rather a chance encounter recorded by an ordinary observer. The unpolished nature of the video, complete with its slight shakiness, adds to the sense that it captures a genuine event. Another point of interest is the shape itself. Described as a donut, the object was circular with a distinct hollow center. Such a form is unusual in the context of known aircraft or satellites. The symmetry suggests an engineered structure, while the hollow center raises questions about its purpose. Some have speculated that it could be a form of propulsion system, a method of creating lift or movement in space that humanity has yet to understand. Others suggest that the hollow center may be symbolic of its function, perhaps related to energy, observation, or transmission. Skeptics have, of course, suggested that the image could be a camera artifact, a lens flare, or a reflection. Yet those who have analyzed the footage argue that the object's movement relative to the moon's surface makes such explanations unlikely. A lens flare or reflection would not track so smoothly across the lunar backdrop, nor would it maintain such a consistent shape. The contrast between the object and the moon's features was too sharp, too clear, to dismiss so easily. The event has reignited broader conversations about objects near the moon. For decades, amateur and professional astronomers alike have reported unusual sightings in lunar orbit. Strange flashes of light, unexplained shadows, and objects passing across the surface have all been documented. This latest footage joins a growing catalogue of anomalies that suggest the space around the moon is not as empty as once believed. It also highlights the role of ordinary people in contributing to astronomical discoveries. Equipped with nothing more than determination, a telescope, and a smartphone, the man recorded something that has baffled viewers across the globe. His experience underscores the idea that anyone, at any time, might capture evidence that challenges conventional understanding. The implications are profound. If the object was truly near the Moon, then its size would have been enormous, dwarfing common satellites or spacecraft. Its deliberate appearance and disappearance raised the possibility that it was not a random occurrence, but an intentional movement, observed only because of the man's chance of filming. Such a possibility points to advanced technology, perhaps beyond what humanity has currently achieved. This sighting also resonates because of the context in which it occurred. The full moon of August has long been a symbol of illumination, a time when the night sky is at its brightest. To witness such an anomaly during this phase only amplifies the sense of mystery. The moon, often thought of as familiar and unchanging, became the stage for a fleeting but unforgettable encounter. In the end, the man's experience on the 9th of August is a reminder of how much remains unknown in the skies above. For 6 seconds, his iPhone captured a disc-shaped object moving in stark contrast against the lunar surface. The footage is brief, but its implications are vast. Whether the object was a product of advanced technology, an unknown natural phenomenon, or something else entirely, it has already earned a place in the ongoing discussion of unexplained aerial anomalies.